Hey, welcome to Five Lakes Garage, the home of random projects. We have lists, we have Jeeps, we have trucks, we have food. You name it, we got it. So help out the channel by just hitting that subscribe button. And if you like the video, go ahead and like it. And if you really like the video, like it and then tell a friend. But stay tuned, enjoy yourself. I'm gonna let you go because I got stuff to do. Hey, welcome back to Five Lakes Garage, and we're not in the garage again because we are out into the woods. We are currently at the American Legion down in Fuquay because I have a few things I wanted to discuss with all of you that are watching. If you have caught all the other videos about scouting that I've put on, you would know that I was a den leader for like 5 years. I was also the Cubmaster for a couple years over in the pack, and today I kind of wanted to express some of the things that I learned while being Cubmaster. I know that there's going to be a lot of turnover around this time of year. A lot of the Cubs will be graduating, getting up to their next rank, or actually coming out of the pack and getting into the troop. As you can tell, yeah, we moved up, but it's okay. We thoroughly enjoyed the pack, and these are some of the things that I wanted to express that we learned. Now, one thing that's very important that you need to know if you are becoming the next Cubmaster of your pack, or if you're still a pack Cubmaster right now, one thing is that you can't do it all yourself. All right, surround yourself with people that are reliable, that can help you out, and that you can trust. All right, and if you have somebody that has a job, has a role in the committee, for example, and if they're not doing their job, work with the committee chair and see if we can get that person replaced. This is a volunteer organization. We understand when things kind of happen, but in the end, we still need to be able to get everything done for the kids. All right, so not doing everything yourself. So one thing you need to learn, and I had to learn, it was really hard, but I did have to learn it, and that was to be able to assist but allow others to take control. All right, I've always taught all my scouts and my kids all the same, that you need to know when to lead and when to follow. All right, be there to help out, but yeah, allow them to control it, allow them to take it forward. It will definitely help you out in the long run. All right, number 2, know your limitations. All right, each person has a different leadership style. Each person has a different part of training. Everything is different between the people. All right, so make a list. Make a list of things that you're good at and things that you're not so good at. All right, one thing that we got a Cubmaster, and we're going to have an assistant Cubmaster. Try to hand pick your assistant and try to get them to volunteer, because this is a volunteer organization, to help offset some of your limitations, so to speak. All right, so when I was Cubmaster, I picked up an assistant that complemented things that I wasn't very good at. I think I'm pretty good at organization, getting things done, project type of organization type stuff, and also running meetings and that type of thing. Some of the things I was not very good at: running games for the kids, keeping them occupied. You know, I guess you can say I wasn't as fun as I should have been, but my assistant at the time, Miss Erica, was fantastic with the kids, and she did a great job. All right, so have them take some of the responsibility and give them a job. If we're on campouts and all the kids are bugging you, say, oh, I'm hungry, I'm hungry, I'm hungry. Okay, she can step in. Hey guys, come on over here, we're gonna do a game. Fantastic with that. Always have somebody to complement your strengths and weaknesses. Also, grab yourself a mentor. All right, you can always learn from past experiences, past Cubmasters. In my case, I was very fortunate that the previous Cubmaster, the one I took over for, still stuck on for a year. And so before they moved up to the boys for the scouting BSA, he still stuck around. Mr. Quilty was very, very good at helping me if I had any questions, if I needed some help, to be able to help me along the way, because he had to learn it too. All right. So also wood badge. You see my beads. All right, fantastic location and resource to try to. There's other Cubmasters there. There's Scoutmasters. There's a bunch of other stuff that's been in the business a lot longer than you. So use them as well. All right. Number 3, with your committee chair, first you got to find a really good committee chair. And then with the committee chair, help them recruit people that you can trust. You need to have a good foundation with your committee in order to be successful. So we worked it out to where we actually had a really good, strong committee. All right. We had committee chairs for new member. We had a committee chair for special projects, achievement chair. We had all those things filled, and it was great. When we went to go recharter, all the paperwork was done. When we needed, if we had a new scout coming in, we had flyers, we had all the information. Just get me ready to be able to get them onboarded as quick as possible. If you don't have a really good new member coordinator, things do get a little bit difficult, and a lot of times things fall through the cracks. All right, and it definitely helped us with our recruitment, because they were going to come to us because we were a little bit more organized than other packs. Okay, now with having a good committee, you need to be involved. The Cubmaster pretty much takes care of everything like 3 months out, or maybe 1 month out, and then but you're not really developing the program. That is for the committee to do. That is for the committee chair to actually chair, would be create a good program. You just need to implement it. Now, if you're in at the very beginning, you have a say-so about what goes on and what actually gets put into the program, so you can help evolve it around to where it will be a lot easier to implement. All right, number 4 is pretty much set up a legacy. Now, I did 2 things when I was in Cubmaster. I started a new tradition to where I pretty much championed the 13th point of the law. All right, there's only 12 points in the law. I added a 13th, and that was just respect. I made sure all the boys and girls, leadership as well as the little ones, you either say ma'am, sir, thank you, just basic manners, showing respect to them, so then they show it back to you. And if you have a mutual respect, then you're going to respect yourself. That is the key. You have to respect yourself. A lot of the kids, didn't have a lot of respect. We try to change that, and it will help them greatly throughout their lifetime. The other thing that I kind of went ahead and put together was an information board. I put it down here at the Legion. Every time a scout graduates from Arrow of Light and they're getting ready to go into Scout BSA, they will have their name, their den, den leader, assistant den leader, and everybody within the den on a plaque down there by the pond, at least in our case. Now, hopefully in like 20 years time, they're going to come back, they're going to still see their name up there. And I'm hoping that they will have their name up there twice. One as an Arrow of Light graduate, and the other one as an Eagle Scout, because the other side I want to continue that and put the Eagle Scout and their project on the back of that board. And then also, hey, you never know, you might have 2 generations of names on that thing. So that is kind of sort of what I kind of threw together. It also has the Cubmasters. So if you're a Cubmaster, you're going to get your name on the board. once Miss Erica steps down, she is our current Cubmaster right now, she'll have her name up there, and so forth and so forth. It's a pretty decent idea. Actually, the reason why I got that idea, one, I did it for my wood badge, and then two, I went to another pack and watched their crossover. It was really good, nicely done. And one thing that they did, they gave each one of the boys a Sharpie, and they wrote their name on the bridge. So as they cross over, they wrote their name. Now this bridge has like 30 years of names on it. It is fantastic. I loved it. I want to kind of do this sort of the same thing down here. Our bridge is a little small, so it wasn't going to work out for a long term, but the information board hopefully will last a lot longer. So yes, create a legacy. Have it to where they are going to remember you. Not really to say, hey, yes, I did something great. No, it's just to keep history alive, and you were part of history because you led the pack, at least for a few years or whenever. So create that history. All right, so number 5, this is the last thing. Know when to step down. Some people have a problem with control. They want to be in control the entire time. But if you keep going as being Cubmaster all the way to the end, and then you leave, the person that's coming up doesn't really have a mentor to help out. We started doing it quite a few years ago, to where as soon as you get done with your Weeblo year and you're getting ready to go to Era of Light, the Cubmaster usually steps down, because then that gives you at least 6 months, maybe 7-8 months, whatever, depends on when you crossover, to be able to help out, to be able to try to mentor the next one coming up. And that just seems to work out very well. And then towards the end, definitely learn how to step back and let them lead the pack. You had your time, step back, let them make the mistakes that they're going to make, or make their successes that they're going to make, and then and let them know if they're doing a good job. Let them know they need to have reinsurance. Sometimes it's really scary being the person in charge, and a lot of people are used to it, so it kind of works out. All right, this is not really number 6, but it's just a helpful thing to do. I have seen quite a few packs, ourselves included, that every time you had a change of guard, so every time a new Cubmaster comes in, that's a new name, that's a new email address, new storage location, all that type of stuff. One thing that I did do was actually go out and go to Google and made up a Gmail. P75 was a cubmaster.p75@gmail.com. So with that, you have a share drive, you have a calendar, you have one email address that you can pass on to the next Cubmaster. So if you have business cards, you put that email address on there, you can give it to somebody today, 3 years down the line, that email address is still going to work, and it's still going to get to whoever's in charge of the pack. It makes life a whole lot easier. Not only that, if you have an historian, all your pictures, all your video, your lesson plans, den plans, whatever you want to call them, or should all be on that drive. It makes life so much easier for the next person coming up. You can have rosters. When you go for recharter, all your documentation is there. You can put your receipts there, your finances, everything is there, everything is transparent, and everybody can see what's going on. So yeah, that's a very good idea. So anyway, so that was like 5, maybe 6, a few little tips. Hopefully that helps you out with being a Cubmaster of your pack. Don't be afraid of it. It's not that bad. It is very fulfilling, being up there and being there for the kids and trying to teach them, just life lessons. So yeah, don't be afraid. Get out there, become a leader, and don't be afraid to volunteer. Anyway, until next time, enjoy yourself and happy scouting. Later.